Hello, friends. Welcome to our channel Sukoon FM English. You are about to listen episode number 13 and we hope you enjoy it. If you do, please don't forget to like, share and let us know your thoughts in the comment. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you never miss a new episode. Now let's begin the story. A look of fear appeared on Prachi's beautiful face. She had not expected that she would also stumble and split coffee on another person's pant. She apologized to Samar, saying, "Oh, sorry. I didn't do it on purpose." Samar rolled his eyes and was at loss his word. What would he do if he got burnt? He found Prachi very careless. But Prachi was serving him coffee, and her intentions was good. He could not blame her. He was in such a state that he could not eat or split. He could only swallow. Even though he was angry, he couldn't say anything. Prachi panicked. She extended her soft white hand and tried to wipe the coffee off Samar pant, saying, Sorry, Samar. Wait, I will clean your pant. The space under the coffee desk was very small and could only accommodate one person. After Prachi went in, the space became even more cramped. Both of them was very close to each other. As Prachi come too close to Summer, he looked into Prachi's eye and felt his fragrance. It was extremely refreshing. This girl, whose face was pure, her skin was as white as snow. Her cheeks were red with embarrassment and she looked very attractive. She was sitting on the ground with her hands extended forward and was wiping the coffee on his pants. The place she was reaching was very awkward and her face was red with embarrassment. This was the first time she had done something like this. It was very embarrassing. The more she thought about it, the more she felt that cannot get married in the future. In a few moments, her heartbeat increased manifold. Prachi, come on, you are the best. She was encouraging herself as she slowly wiped the coffee off from Summer's pant. So cute, Prachi was looking very cute. With embarrassed eye and Prachi looked into Summer's eyes and saw a teasing look in his eyes. In today's time, it was not only difficult but impossible to find such innocent girl. Then suddenly they both heard a surprise voice, which frightened both of them. Someone said, "What are you guys doing?" Prachi turned around and found that it was Ira, who was looking at them in a surprise. She was stunned. When director Ira saw them, she definitely misunderstood them. Prachi's face turned red with embarrassment and she did not know what to say. She wanted to find a crack in the ground and go inside. Surprise was clearly visible on Ira's face. She saw Prachi bending down and touching Summer pant. Of course, she thought they were doing something wrong. He said angrily, "This is your workplace. How can you guys do all this in the office? Stop it right now, and if you want to do anything like this, next time go to a hotel." Hira glared at both of them and turned to leave the sales department. But she herself did not notice that there was a hint of jealous in her tone. Prachi face turned even redder after listening to Ira and she said sadly, "All this happened because of you. See, now Director Ira has misunderstood us." There was tears in her eyes and she was about to cry. Summer knew that Prachi was not thick-skinned like him. Looking at her, it seemed that if he did not console her, she would definitely cry at the very next moment. So he consoled Prachi and said, "Okay, this is my fault. Don't worry, I will talk to Ira to make sure that this girl does not feel sad." He used his own trick to convince Prachi and talk to her for a long time to make her feel good again. Seeing them trying to each other like this, Ira kept looking at them with strange eyes the whole afternoon. She would something walk next to Summer and see what they are talking about, which would scare them and make them go silent. Time passed quickly. In a blink of eye, it was time to leave work. Summer walked out of the office. It was 8 p.m. and it was dark outside. LED lights were shining all around him. There were many people on the streets, old people doing yoga in parks and couples walking holding hands. When Samar passed by the D&D bar, he saw a girl in front of the bar saying left and right like a crab. He could fall anytime. Looking at her, Samar muttered here to himself, Hmm, that girl seems to have quite drunk the way she was walking. It was clear that the girl had drunk too much. Mostly boys and girls come to this bar to enjoy their happiness and get rid of their tiredness. Summer looked away and decided to leave. He did not want to interfere in other people's lives. He hated girls who drank alcohol anyway. But the next moment he froze as he saw two tall and well-built goons approaching the long-haired girl with a strange expression on their faces. He knew that these goons are often looking for drunk girls like this and harass them one by one. Some time ago, the news also reported at 12 in the night, a drunk girl was raped repeatedly by some goons. Finally, when the girls resigned consequence, she became sad and in this sadness, she jumped down from the 20th floor and died when he had hit the ground. Summer said, flirting himself. I am a good person, a noble person. I cannot leave a girl traveling like this. And saying this, he walked toward the drunk girl. He didn't want anything bad to happen like this drunkard, especially by these two ugly men. All this time, the two white goons dragged the drunk girl inside the bar. The white goons on the left pulled the girl and put her into the front of his boss and said, Manoj bhai, this girl is very beautiful. His eyes were full of cruelty. Then Manoj bhai stopped him and said, No, no, if you listen to me, leave her. This girl is not as innocent as she looks. She is the one of our boss Cream Bhai likes. You better not touch her. A flash of fear appeared in his eyes. On hearing this name, the expression of the white goon's face changed. He repeated with her fear. Cream Bhai? Cream Bhai was the boss of the D&D bar. He was very powerful. Whoever messed with him, he broke all the bones. His enemies begged for death. If Cream Bhai wanted this girl, he could be touched her. Even though she was beautiful, he did not want to risk his life for a beautiful girl. Manoj stood up from his place and along with one of the goons started talking the girl to Cream Bhai. Everyone present in the bar saw that the girl was very beautiful and wanted to come and talk to her. But after seeing the face of both the goons, they all sat in their place out of fear. They recognized that these two friends worked for Cream Bhai. In D&D bar, Cream Bhai reputation was very great. No one dared to touch the girl that Cream Bhai wanted. When Summer entered the bar, he heard loud noise. The music was very loud. The young boys and girls on the dance floor were dancing. They were drunk. The bar was the dance floor of young people. It was the favorite place of all the people who lived the nightlife. Dance, drink, flirt, open hotel rooms, these were everyone's favorite things in the bar. Summer stopped and started sharing. After walking a few steps, he stood in the front of those two boys. He blocked their way. Just then, one of those goons started at Summer and said, Hey, who are you? How dare you block my way? If you want to save, then move away from here. Summer put his hands behind and pointed towards the girl in a threatening tone. and said to both of them, "If you both want to safely, then let this girl go." Because the drunk girl had long hair and her head was bent down, her hair was covering her face. So Samar could not see how she looked and who she was. But the girl seemed familiar to him, as if he had seen her somewhere before. But those goons burst into laughter after hearing Samar's words. They were laughing, looking at Samar. This skinny guy was threatening him. This was the girl Cream Bhai wanted. How could he leave her before talking her to Cream Bhai? And what relation did this man standing in front of him have to leave this? If Cream Bhai even find out, he would kill him. So the goon threatening Samar again, saying, "Kid, Cream Bhai wanted this girl. I suggest you leave. Otherwise, you won't be able to bear whatever happened to you." He thought the man in front of him definitely wanted to die. How dare he stop him? Both of them started at Summer. If they were not in a hurry to take this girl to Cream High, those two goons would have taught Summer a lesson right away. Hearing their threats, Summer frowned and said in slightly stern but cool tone, "You guys are lucky that this is not the Shadow Group. Otherwise, you two would have already become corpse." He hated people who made some threats, especially threats from thugs like these. In the Shadow Group, he once sneaked into a village and killed over 100 people and walked away without any injury. Those villages were full of armed residents and they were extremely powerful. Among all the contract killers in the world, he was the only one who could complete SSB level mission. Among the seven underworld kings in the world, he ranked first. When he raised his hand, the winds would blow and the clouds would move. He could see the whole world by raising his eyes once. He was the Shadow King, and people from all over the world said such things for him. He had gone through many storms and waves, ruling the Shadow Continent and shocking the whole world. But he was irritated by one thing, that was he hated being bullied by other people. In the Shadow Continent, anyone who dared to bully him were now in hell. In his eyes, these worthless people were like weak chickens. He had no strength to fight, unfortunately. This was India and he could not kill people whenever he wanted. If would attract the attentions to the national special departments, and that was not good for him at all. What will happen next? Stay tuned only on Sukoon FM English. If you enjoy the story, don't forget to like, share, and leave a lovely comment.